Yo, bruh, like Alfred said,
some men just want to watch the world burn.
What? This is awful. Who did this?
what is poppin', everybody? It's your boy Deviate, and before we start this video, make sure that you hit that like button and also subscribe, hit the notification button so that every time videos come out you see the things. Okay, let's get into this thing. Unity is back on the Namibian hip-hop radar again, and this dude just does not like peace. But this time he did make something that is less controversial than his ranking, which is called the Unity Team of Namibian hip-hop rappers. It's a long name, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So he basically took Namibian rappers, put them up in teams, and he said if they were given $500,000 and they made an album, which team would come out on top? And yeah, we're gonna try and break down and analyze these teams and just probably look at the highlights of each team and team members and see what you would expect if these guys actually had that budget and came out with a project. So if we did a deep dive of each and every rapper and their weaknesses and their strengths, we'll be here all day. But yeah, let's just focus on the highlights. So in team A, we have TenderHeart, TheFutuerIsGiggs, Bella Harris, AliThatDude, FiddyTheRapper, KK, and Greg. The strongest thing about this team is that this team is full of some of the strongest rappers in Namibian hip-hop, especially when it comes down to punchlines and metaphors. These guys would totally be killing it. Especially the guys that do stand out is guys like Greg, KK, and TenderHeart, and AliThatDude as well, man. AliThatDude is so good at rapping and singing. If him and TenderHeart end up making songs that are much more softer, that speak to people's emotions, it would be fire. But you also have KK and Greg that would be killing it when it comes to punchlines. So this team is really solid when it comes to, dope lines as well as just like soft, calm music that just speaks to the heart. Next up, we have team B. In team B, we have AJ, Travis, Harvey, JBlack, Penda, Jericho, Snaxxy, and J.U.Ice. Now I expect for these guys to have J.U.Ice as well as Travis Harvey at the forefront when it comes to rapping, because both of these guys are dope rappers. You have J.U.Ice, one of the fastest rappers in the country, and to me, the best freestyle rapper in this country, as well as Travis Harvey, a dude with just ridiculous dope punchlines. Don't forget that we have Penda in production, and J.U.Ice also does beats as well. So if you have those guys like doing music together, especially with a budget of $500,000, dope stuff will be happening. And let's not forget AJ. AJ and JBlack coming together would be dope, just to see how rappers who had beef and then squash the beef come back together and make music. And AJ is really dope with making music that is relevant to Namibia. So this, you would expect a project that is relevant to Namibia, that Namibian people can jive with, that when they listen to the lyrics and they listen to the music, they're like, yes, I know what this guy's talking about. Now we come to team C. Team C, we have Cassidy, Franklin, Mark, Kanibal, Bachmann, Fire 16, Romi, and Skrypt. This is a team of superstars. Okay, we got Mark and Franklin. You would definitely expect them to be doing more music that has to do, with racial injustice, equality, and all these things. And you have Romi and Skrypt who are able to rap on anything. So those guys jumping on the same, type of music or wavelengths with Franklin and Mark is definitely going to be dope. And we have Fire 16, the dude with probably the most music videos in Namibia. That dude will be able to take all of their songs and put them and represent them visually. Again, it's a budget of $500,000. You can do a lot with that. with this project, you can expect a lot of music that has to do with, you know, stuff that people are struggling with in life, especially when it comes to the economy and all these type of stuff. And you can expect this to even be a visual, you know, album where everything that is being done, you'll be able to see it. So it's not only going to be on CD. They might even put this on DVD. In fact, it kind of be like, can be a full movie, kind of like what Daft Punk did with their album. So yeah, you could definitely expect that from this. And then we have Team D, or as I like to call it, Team DV8. Yeah, just put the V8 there. So on this team we have Khalifa 94, DV8, Lioness, J.U.Ice, Handel, Mahela, Jay's, Yorke, and Ivory. So this is a very tough team to see what we can expect from it, because, you know, on one side we have a big artist such as Lioness who has international reach, as well as we have a very dope MC of Khalifa 94. Now, the one thing I did notice about having these two together is that these two have made some great music in their native language. And when I go down the list, I see also guys like, you know, J.U.Ice, who made, you know, Ovi Trap. So if you have all these rappers and they all decide to make music in their native language, we would find ourselves with a project where it's very authentic to Namibia. And it could be the very first authentically Namibian hip-hop album. So, and when I say authentic, I'm talking about like with the Namibian hip-hop sound. If we touch in the different sounds that we have on genre of music that is, you know, straight from Namibia, from Operische to Shambo to, you know, Namibian Kwaito, to all these types of music that is just, that you won't find in any other country, we will find ourselves blending and putting sounds together and adding hip-hop to it, having a hip-hop flavor, and we'll find ourselves with an authentic Namibian sound. So that is what you are most likely to expect from this project. And then we have Team E. On Team E we have Neptune, Black, Metamorph, also known as Harry MC, the Boy J, KP, Illest, Ghetto, Ballerina, LMPC, and DJay. This is another team that is very hard to gauge. I mean, first of all, you have DJay, who is another Namibian hip-hop legend, don't at me. And then we have KP, Illest, the face and the poster boy of Namibian hip-hop. And you have yourself Mr. Harry MC, who well, people in my crew, we call him the true godfather of Namibian hip-hop. So all these dudes are big and talented, and I think the best trajectory that these guys could do is to do more boom bap type of music and add just a little bit of modern flavor. In fact, if you take an album which is half boom bap and half, you know, modern, which is whether it's trap or whatever, and then not only would you see some of the guys like the Boy J and Harry MC rapping in their element, but see them switch over to a new style of music and see them do trap, or even guys like, you know, KP, Illest, and LMPC going and doing boom bap and back and forth. That would actually be a very, very dope album to listen to. It will be one of those albums where the old and the new are coming together and fusing, like the underground and the mainstream finding a middle ground and appreciating each other's style. So that is not a bad idea for a project, and I think that project will definitely bring two different generations of music together. And finally, we have Team F. On Team F, we have this guy that I don't know who this is, but we also have Desmond, Reeziana, Han Solo, Nando Homie, MCA, also known as Kwame Sankara, as well as Fritz Elgato and Fred Got One. This is another one that I'm not too sure what to expect from this team. I to be honest, I really don't know, man. I am really trying to figure out what to expect from this team. Somebody did say on this team you'll just expect a lot of love songs, maybe because of Desmond, who's known as, you know, a singer, and Reeziana, who came out with a love song in Afrikaans that somebody called very violent. So yeah, guys, I really don't know what to expect from here. This is no hate or anything. I just don't know what these guys could come together and bring. But these are talented individuals, but it would be great to see what these guys will do together with the budget that they have been given. And that is my short analysis on the Namibian hip-hop team-ups and the budget that they have been given. So I did see some sensitive rappers who are complaining that they are not on the list and they are not being represented, and this type of music is not in there and that rapper is not in there. To those rappers, I have two things to say. Either one, you start making music and you start being relevant within Namibian hip-hop, or two, you make your own list. You can't keep complaining and saying, why am I not included? If you want to be included, make your own list and put your name on there. Stop complaining that this person is not in there and I'm not in there and my favorite rapper is not in there. Dude, you can do the same thing that this person just did. Unity is not the only person who has an opinion. You have one as well. So put it out there and stop complaining. But that's all that I got for you today. Like I said, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back with some more videos. I'm out.